After that familiar opening theme, we take control of TwinBee and head into battle. The A button handles ground attacks, while the B button fires your standard shots. These shots take down aerial enemies or knock bells out of the clouds. If you collide with an enemy in the air, you lose a life instantly. However, if you get hit by a bullet, you only lose your arms first. You get one chance per life to fly into an ambulance to repair them. If you miss the ambulance, you're stuck moving forward without arms. If you get hit by a bullet while your arms are gone or hit a second time, it's game over for that life. One of the best features of this game is the two-player co-op, which was pretty rare back then. You can even perform fusion attacks. By flying side by side and holding hands, you can fire powerful heavy shells. This is great for both enemies and bells, but the downside is obvious: your hitbox becomes much larger. Plus, since only one person controls the movement during fusion, people often instinctively let their partner take the hit during a crisis. That's why this is known as one of the earliest friendship-ending games. Unless you have serious skills and synergy, I'd suggest avoiding the fusion. There's also a front-to-back fusion that creates a spread shot, but honestly, it's not very useful. The side-by-side version is much more practical, especially if you're playing solo with two controllers. Now, let's talk about the bells. First is the standard yellow bell, which is for points. The first one gives you 500 points, and as long as you don't drop any, the value climbs to 1,000, then 5,000, and finally 10,000. Every bell after that stays at 10,000 until you drop one and the counter resets. This is crucial for high-score runs. As long as you don't drop a bell, the point value stays at 10,000 even if you pick up other colors. If you shoot a yellow bell 3 more times, it turns blue. This boosts TwinBee's movement speed. Every time you grab a special bell, the music changes. Each blue bell increases your speed further. You can see the tiers on screen. By level 8, the speed gets pretty hard to control. Shoot a blue bell 5 times to get the white bell. This gives you twin cannons, increasing your range and power. This is the first upgrade you should aim for, as firepower is everything in a shmup. Note that the twin cannons don't change how many hits a bell needs to change color. It's the same as the single shot. Shoot a white bell 5 times for the flashing bell. This gives you shadow clones, tripling your firepower. Combined with twin cannons, you get 6 times the firepower. The first time I pulled this off as a kid, it felt amazing. You feel invincible, but be careful, you still have no defense. I actually don't recommend the clones because they conflict with the red bell. You can't spawn a red bell while you have clones. In 2-player mode, there are no flashing bells, and only one person can have the white bell. If player 1 is already upgraded, the white bell won't appear, it'll skip straight to the red bell. The same goes for the red bell shield, only one player can have it at a time. In single player, if you don't have clones, shooting a flashing bell 5 times yields the red bell, which provides a shield. When you grab it, a wave of egg enemies will spawn immediately, so stay sharp. The shield can take 8 hits from enemies or 16 bullets. Personally, I prefer the defensive shield over the clones. Bell hits are cumulative across all bells on screen. If you've almost hit the threshold for a color change on one bell and then pop a new one out of a cloud, that new bell will instantly be the next color. Use this to your advantage. If you overshoot the red bell and shoot it 12 more times, it turns into a bee. Killing it nets you 15,000 points. But watch out, the bee can kill you if it touches you. Now for ground items. Destroying ground targets always drops an item. Most common are apples, worth either 100 or 500 points. You can't tell them apart visually. The same goes for cherries. For functional items, the star clears all enemies and bullets from the screen. Milk gives you an extra life. Finally, there's the candy, which gives you a 3-way spread shot that's even better than the twin cannons. The best combo is the spread shot plus the shield, total offense and defense. However, candy doesn't appear in 2-player mode, likely for balance. Interestingly, if you hold the select button while picking up the candy, the angle of the spread shot changes, which is useful for certain stages. But generally, the default angle is the most practical. Note that the spread shot and clones are mutually exclusive. Picking up one cancels the other. As for lives, besides the milk item, you get an extra life at 50,000 points, and then every 150,000 points after that, up until 950,000. After that, you won't get any more from scoring. You can earn a total of 7 lives this way. Let's look at the enemies. In stages 1 through 3, ground units are bamboo shoots. Aerial enemies in stage 1 include strawberries that turn suddenly, radishes with fixed paths, and diving eggplants. There are also peppers that just dive and peas with erratic movements. The stage 1 boss is General Onion. He only fires bullets, just dodge and fire. If you die during a boss, the music changes. Konami's music is always top tier. 20 hits will take him down for 10,000 points. Stage 2 introduces plates with simple patterns, kitchen knives that pause before diving, and forks that spread out after shooting. Stew pots fire from the bottom of the screen, and bowls move fast horizontally to catch you off guard. Finally, there are soup pots with weird looping paths. The boss is a stack of plates that launches smaller discs. Destroy the white ones and land 20 hits to move on. Stage 3 starts with red fish that loop before charging. Then come sea worms with snake-like movements. And crabs that move horizontally once they align with you. Octopuses do something similar but move diagonally. Lobsters dive fast. And flying elephants just fly straight. The boss is a giant shark that summons 4 frogs. Manage the frogs, dodge, and land your 20 hits. In stage 4, we see screws that resemble bells. Don't get confused. There are also bouncing engines, and the ground units upgrade to hands that fire much faster. You'll also face rolling balls, spiraling pliers, aggressive scissors, and sickles. The boss is a stationary set with 3 rotating minions. Keep your distance and keep firing. Stage 5 features Moai statues on the ground, a classic Konami touch. Enemies include dandelions, spinning sunflowers, and roses that bounce off the screen edges. There are also pomegranates that charge you and lightbulb-like enemies that relentlessly chase you. Your best bet is to fly in circles. You'll also see socket enemies and blade-like enemies that bounce around, which can be very overwhelming. The final wave is a group of planes that shoot as they retreat. The final boss is the Spice King, who summons sunflowers. Break the sunflowers, keep moving, and once he's defeated, you've cleared the game. While there is a Stage 6, it's just a harder version of Stage 1. Like most early Famicom games, it loops infinitely without a real ending cinematic. Now that we've broken everything down, if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please give the video a like.